see.
Let's calm down, bro.
I'm sorry. It's gonna be all right. I got you.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love Bel-Air, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today we're going to be talking about Bel-Air Season 1, Episode 6. This is the recap. Now I'm going to try my best to focus on all the key points in this episode. If I miss anything, you guys let me know down below. Now the title of the episode is called The Strength to Smile. And the description of the episode reads, the Banks family supports Lisa when they host an event in the memory of her mother at the mansion. So this is what the episode was about. Of course, a lot of different things happened while this event was going on. Your boy Carlton, man, he was going through it. And of course, Will, he had to be there for his cousin. I know we joke about Carlton every week, but to be honest, the dude definitely needs a lot of help. Lisa continues to tell him this, but he does not listen to her at all. And if he continues to wait around, it's only going to get worse, in my opinion. So let's go over this episode. What did we see in episode 6? Now, the episode begins off with Aunt Viv. Apparently, the whole catering company, they have canceled. So now she needs all the help that she can get to throw this event. And her time is running out. Luckily, Hillary will be on the way to help her put everything together. But we know she was very stressed out at the very beginning of the episode. Now, Ashley, she brings the phone to her parents and lets her know that Will is getting destroyed on social media. Of course, we already knew this was going to happen. We know Trey had to go back and dog out his friend Will. Everybody's calling him a snake. I mean, just dogging him. One of the dudes at the very bottom of this phone, as you can see, he's talking about Will always has stinky breath, no cap. And I'm looking like, dang, they on there dogging this dude out. Will, he was feeling some type of way. He did not like this at all. So you already know he was going to be in a different type of mood. And that's how he was at the very beginning of the episode. We know Uncle Phil, he came in, he talked to him. We know Will was rushing out. He was throwing stuff. Well, he accidentally knocked down the vase downstairs. Uncle Phil calmed him down, tell him, look, man, it's going to be good. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not going to like what you're doing, but we're here for you. You made the right decision. And of course, he needed Will to help out with Aunt Viv and this whole event. Now, your boy, the G, Jeffrey, is back, and Uncle Phil is telling him he need him to handle some business. So we already know what he was about to do. He's about to go out there and gather all types of information on Freddie Fred. We didn't know at first, but we knew it was something serious to Uncle Phil. Now Lisa pops up with Carlton, and she is trying to engage with Will, but y'all know Will can't really talk to her like that because of what Carlton told him. He doesn't want his cousin exposing his truth from back at home, so he has to play it cool. Now Hillary, she is there to save the day. You already know she's a beast in the kitchen. Aunt Viv, she's kind of doubting. She's like, man, you got to cook all this food. Are you going to be able to do it in time? And Hillary tells her, look, this is what she does. Don't worry about it. She got this. In the meantime, your boy Kylo, he keeps contacting Hillary, talking about she has a certain amount of time to make a social media post. I believe he said 2 hours, and she needs to go ahead and do that. But she's very busy taking care of family matters, right? Now, Kylo, he mentions that he loved Family Matters growing up. Hell, I love Family Matters growing up. And he talks about they should just do a remake to that show as well. That would be crazy. What do y'all think about a Family Matters reimagined type show similar to this one? It would be crazy. I don't really know how it will actually go. Whoever's going to play Steve Urkel, that's going to be a tough one. The show will be very, very dramatized because y'all know Steve, he used to get picked on non-stop. So you think Carlton is a sad case. Just imagine what Steve Urkel would go through. It would be sad each and every episode, man. And it would be crazy as hell, in my opinion. And plus, Steve Urkel, man, he's an iconic 90s figure. And it's just kind of hard seeing anybody else play that character. Now, we get to Carlton and Lisa. Of course, Carlton is doing what he always does. He's trying to get closer to Lisa because he knows this is a tough day for her, which it is, and he's doing the right thing. But Lisa understands he is taking advantage of her pain. Now, Will, he walks out. He wanted to have a conversation with Lisa, but once he saw Carlton and Lisa sitting together all close, he was like, screw that. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. Now, we get to Hillary and Ashley. And Ashley wants to know why is mom so emotional. And this is where Hillary tells her that's because Gail, which is Lisa's mom, and their mom was very, very close. And they became real close once Aunt Vi and Aunt Viv stopped talking, right? Now she mentions that Aunt Viv and Gail was close like sisters. And Ashley asked why did Aunt Vi and Aunt Viv, you know what I'm saying? Like, why did they lash out? What happened? And this is where Hillary says, well, she thinks it is about Will. And once she starts to go into a little bit more detail, that's when Uncle Phil comes in and he kind of interrupts and he cuts it off because he already knew he didn't want certain information getting out there. You already know this is going to blow up in the next upcoming episodes. We know episode 7, I believe, we're going to get more information about Will's father. We already know that gots to be the case. It has to be something about his father. Something went down back in the day which caused some type of tension between all of them. So I cannot wait to see exactly what that is. Then we get to Will and Lisa. Lisa makes sure she goes to find Will because she wants to have a conversation with him about why he's acting so funny and different. Will kind of plays it off like everything is cool or whatever, but she understands that something is up, which we already know what that is. Your boy Coked Dog Carlton, he told Will to stay away from Lisa. So this is the reason why he has to play it, you know what I'm saying, different. And speaking of your boy Carlton, look at him. I always feel like somebody watching me looking ass boy. I just don't get it. This dude popping up at every location Lisa and Will is at. Now, once Will mentions that he saw her and Carlton getting all close and all that stuff, she's like, look, Carlton was just helping me out because we was talking about my moms. I was feeling some type of way. And once that happened, Lisa kind of got upset with Will and said, you know what, maybe we should just stay away from each other. Then we get to Lisa, her pops, Freddie, Fred, and Angela. And Lisa do not like this Angela chick at all. She feels like she be doing too much. And after watching this episode, I completely understand. This girl is all over the place. Every conversation that she had with somebody in this episode was very, very awkward. And everybody wanted to get out of the conversation because of her. And she wants to make it seem like everything is about her. Like she always has to do something. So we already know that was going to be a big thing in this episode. Then we get to Hillary and Ashley. And of course, Ashley has invited her friends. Lucia is here, her crush. And of course, she wants some advice from her sister, Hillary. Now, Hillary says, look, the girl is cute. You're feeling her. Go ahead and make your move and see what happens. So we know that Ashley's going to plan on letting Lucia know exactly how she feels. But we know that did not turn out the way that she planned on it to go, right? Then we get to Aunt Viv and we get to Angela. Now, Angela wants to get closer to Lisa. She doesn't like how everything is going, and she feels like since Aunt Viv and Lisa is very close, maybe she can give her some advice on how to make her and Lisa's relationship better. Now, we know Angela wanted to make a little speech, a little toast for Lisa, but we know Aunt Viv said, no, this is probably not the time you should be doing that. Just chill out and give it more time, right? Now, Will pops up. He's asking Angela all these questions. She's mentioning Palm Springs about a getaway that she done had with Freddie Fred and all this stuff. And Aunt Viv, she's like, you went on a getaway? Like, really? That was 2 years ago. Apparently, he won this like tournament or whatever, a golfing tournament in 2018. And she pretty much exposed all of it because we know Lisa's mom was still alive in 2018. So that means Angela been getting her cheeks clapped since 2018. Freddie Fred, he been living foul. He been getting up in that. And now Aunt Viv is even more upset at all of this. And Will is like, man, and did she just do that? Well, yeah, she just exposed herself. She's talking entirely too much. The girl, she don't know what the hell she's doing. And after that, she kind of just had to walk off because she knew she done messed up. Now, Kylo, he is texting Hillary talking about TikTok. Your time is running out. We need you to make that post. And of course, Hillary is all over the place. She got a lot going on, man. Trying to prepare all this food, all these people. This is a very big event. So for her to be making posts right now, it's just not going to happen. Now we get to your boy, Reed. And he was plotting and planning as soon as he got there. He's up there snooping around the house. He makes sure he goes into this room and he finds Aunt Viv's art. And he's telling her she is ready. She is ready to present this art. And she's not believing him, right? She's like, why are you gassing me up? And he said, you know what? Let's test it out. Enter this art in the silent auction tonight. If it goes more than 15 grand, you will come with me for my gallery opening. So he is trying to get close, right? He's trying to get close to those cheeks. Now, Uncle Phil happens to walk in. He walks in and he's like, who is your friend? And of course it was very, very awkward. Now Aunt Viv introduces Reed to Uncle Phil, and once that happens, Reed starts to talk about Aunt Viv's art, and Uncle Phil's kind of surprised. He's like, man, I didn't know you was even painting again. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know none of this. Of course, Reed, he is seeming more supporting. He's like, yeah, she's been doing this. She's very talented. She's ready. He talks about the whole silent auction and all that stuff like that. And Uncle Phil, he's like, man, all right, this is great. Your art is great or whatever. Now, they end up leaving because Aunt Viv, she was trying her best to get up out of there. And as they was leaving, your boy Reed is trying to grab the art to take it out. Uncle Phil, he was like, nah, leave it there. Don't touch it at all. You do what guests do. You get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? I will get somebody else to take care of this. Uncle Phil was low-key checking the dude. Like, look, this ain't your house. You know what I'm saying? Get up out of here. I don't know what you doing. So this is going to be a very, very great storyline in my opinion. I cannot wait to see what's next, especially in episode 7, because it's about to go down between Uncle Phil, Reed, and of course Aunt Viv. Then we get to Will and Lisa. They're having a conversation. We know that Lisa, she is tired of Angela. She's thinking that she wants all this attention, which from the looks of it, it definitely seems like that is true. They start talking about Carlton. Of course, Lisa does mention that she believes Carlton is taking advantage of her vulnerabilities, and he's using that to get closer to her, and he's tiptoeing around his emotions. At the end of the day, she's not lying at all. We know what Carlton is doing. He's taking advantage of the whole situation. And once Carlton heard this, since he's at the top of this balcony lurking, I mean, this dude is everywhere, popping up all types of different locations, spying. I'm looking like, man, dude, you own one. You really are in love with this girl. I mean, to the point where it's becoming like you have a fatal attraction. I don't know if y'all ever saw that show called Fatal Attraction. Man, check it out if you get a chance. But Carlton, he gonna be on one of those episodes very, very soon. But he was in his feelings once he found out how Lisa really felt about him. And he said, you know what? Since she don't need me, she can have Will. Will is good enough for her. It is time to go ahead and get back to these pills, because I'm feeling some type of way. I can't take it. Y'all know how Carlton is, man, when he get in his feelings. It's straight up snort season. And that's exactly what the boy started to do after everything went down. Now, after Uncle Phil saw Reed, you know what I'm saying, donate that $15,000, he said, you know what? I can do better. You know what I'm saying? Anything you can do, I can do better. He donates $20,000. The sad thing is, next week, he's going to be very, very upset when he sees Aunt Viv at Reed's art opening gallery, whatever. He's going to be pissed off because that man going to be pushing up all up on his chick, right? Now, we get to your boy, the G. Jeffrey is telling Uncle Phil about Freddie Fred, in my opinion, that he is running. The reason that I say this is because we know that later on in the episode, Uncle Phil thanks Jeffrey for going out there to put in that work. We know that Jeffrey been doing his homework and he's been watching every move that Freddie Fred has been making, and that is very important because now Uncle Phil understands that this dude has been plotting and planning this whole time, and that he was very, very upset about what happened the last time Uncle Phil told him that he's not going to bow down on his words about defunding the police. Then we get to Ashley and her crush, Lucia, and Ashley is planning on telling her exactly how she feels about her, but apparently this girl has a crush on Will. Now, the crazy thing about this is, in the original show, a lot of Ashley's friends actually had crushes on Will. I was just watching a clip earlier on today about one of Ashley's friends having a crush on Will. But we know Ashley was very upset after this. She went and talked to Hillary. Hillary said, look, this is just part of life. You're going to go through some heartbreaks, but you're going to get through it. So I do think she's going to be all right. I'm still waiting to see if Ashley and Will are going to get close together like they were in the original show. But as of right now, I can say that Ashley and Hillary's connection is very strong. So we're going to see how that continues to go as the show airs out. Now, Will, he goes and checks on Carlton because he's supposed to be down there helping Lisa with the whole speech thing, but he's nowhere to be found. That's because he's in there snorting those pills, coked out Carlton. He is back on one. And Will is like, man, what are you doing? Like, you're supposed to be downstairs. Lisa needs you. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be down there with the whole speech thing. Like, what's going on? Carlton's like, look, Lisa don't need me because she has you. So y'all don't have nothing to worry about, right? And he's just mentally ain't there, man. It's sad for real. I know, like I said, we joke about Carlton all the time, but the dude definitely needs a lot of help. Will understands this. He's like, look, man, I was only down there to support Lisa. I wasn't down there trying to spit game at her. I mean, this is a very, very important day for her. with her mother and stuff like that. So of course I was there to support her. I was doing what you should be doing, man. And they have a very, very deep conversation, man. Carlton just breaks down. He's crying. It's very sad. I'm looking like, man, coked out Carlton, come on, man. Stop playing around, man. Stop crying. Like, come on, man. But he's going through something, man. He's going through a lot. And hopefully he does get that help, which I believe is going to happen. We know that Will and Carlton definitely are going to get closer as the show continues. But man, as of right now, it ain't looking too good for Carlton. It does seem like he is ready to accept the fact that Lisa likes Will. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? She likes him. She's not into you like that no more, man. And I think he's getting over it. It's going to take some time still. But in this episode, when he watched him later on, you can see the look in his face. Like he's like, man, I just got to let it go. I got to let it go. Then we get back to Lisa. She's giving her whole reading or whatever about her mom's very, very good speech that she gave. And we know that Will, he stepped up to the plate. He took over for his cousin and he went out there and he helped Lisa complete the whole speech and reading. And as I told you, Carlton, he's looking outside. All he can do is just, let it go. That's all he can really do. It's no use to be dreading over this, man. You will get the help, but you got to be willing to, of course, go out there and get it. Listen to what Lisa's been telling you. I hope and pray that they have this man get some help in this next upcoming episode. Then we get to one of the best parts of the episode, Aunt Viv going off on Angela. Now, Angela, after Aunt Viv told her that she shouldn't be giving no speech or whatever, after she told her, she decides, I'm going to do it anyway, right? And Aunt Viv is like, look, if Freddie Fred is throwing a party or event, you can do it at that event, but not here. You're not going to do it. Stop putting all the attention on you. It's just not going to happen. She was very upset. And she's like, look, you can just leave since you want to sit up here and act like you don't hear me or whatever. And Freddie Fred was feeling some type of way. Angela was feeling some type of way. So they end up leaving. Lisa end up just staying there. Your boy Freddie Fred tells Uncle Phil that he's going to be running for district attorney. And Uncle Phil already knew what time it was because of Jeffrey. Jeffrey's been putting in the work, so he already knows that this dude was going to be coming for him. And this is going to be a very, very interesting storyline. And I can't wait to see it. Now, Freddie Fred was running his mouth. The whole time, your boy Jeffrey, he is ready to put this man in a box. Jeffrey is ready to catch a body up in here. He ain't playing around. He ain't been here in the whole episode. He is back, and now he is back on that mess. He said, look, we can go ahead and we can get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? The streets need a body. LA need a body. Bel-Air need a body. Plain and simple. I'm ready to be the one to take care of it if that's what you want me to do. Now, Uncle Phil tells Jeffrey, thank him for going out there and getting that intel. And I'm going to need you to watch Fred. You got to watch him. And also, how about you watch Reed as well? Jeffrey was like, Reed? Say less. I've been on that. I've been on dude's neck. I told y'all, man, Jeffrey is ready to catch a body out here, y'all. And having this dude around, I'm telling you right now, that is a very, very great thing for Uncle Phil. Then we get back to your boy Reed. Speaking of the devil, he is back once again, and he's telling Aunt Viv that, of course, her painting went for $20,000, which we know Uncle Phil was the one to pay for that. And to him, he don't even care because this time he's able to get Aunt Viv to come to his old art opening gallery or whatever. And you already know he's going to shoot his shot once again. But this time around, it's not going to end well. I'm telling you right now, Aunt Viv, she better watch what she is out there doing. Now, Carlton is woken up by his father, Uncle Phil, right? And I was cracking up at this scene. I'm not going to lie to you guys because Carlton woke up. He saw that it was Uncle Phil. He instantly started wiping that nose. He thought it was some coat residue. He was like, I just got caught. I got to hurry up and wipe this off my nose. Am I dreaming? He didn't know what was going on. He realized that it was reality and that he was not dreaming at all. Uncle Phil wanted to talk to him. And he's like, look, I know what's wrong with you. I know what's wrong. And Carlton, he was about to just spill the beans. He was about to let him know exactly what he's going through about the pills and all that stuff. But he did not do that. Uncle Phil said, you're going through some anxiety, right? And that's what you're going through. You got a lot on your plate and all this stuff like that. So I understand you not going out there and helping out with Lisa. Just take your time to get some rest and take care of yourself. Carlton plays it off like everything was cool. Like, yeah, you're right. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do exactly what you just said. He dapped it up with his pops. And that's it. This is going to blow up. We know Carlton is probably going to continue to have these issues with himself. So we're going to see down the line exactly what's going to happen. Now, Aunt Viv and Will are having a conversation. She's talking about Trey and how Trey pretty much just felt heartbroken and that he's not really angry at Will. He's just mad at the fact that he's losing his best friend. And she said, look, just give him some time. Trust me, it's going to get better down the line. So we're going to see if that's going to happen. We know Trey was upset in this episode. He was out there putting things negative about Will. Will felt some type of way about him. But we do know the two dudes are very, very close. So hopefully it does end up being a better ending for the two. Then we get to your girl Hillary. And she said, you know what? I can go viral easily. All I got to do is change my outfit. And as you can see right here, the girl ain't playing around. This is 100% pure chocolate. She ain't playing. She might as well open up an OnlyFans because she's killing it, right? And I'm pretty sure your boy Jazzy Jeff is probably watching. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, I got to get up in that. I got to clap those cheeks. You already know he going to be on that the next time he sees Hillary. But man, would y'all subscribe to her OnlyFans if she dropped it? I'm pretty sure y'all cats would. She might as well go ahead and drop it off in the next episode. Then we get to the end of the episode. We see Lisa and Will. They're having a conversation. And we know Lisa ended up staying at the mansion after her pops end up leaving. And the two are having a very interesting conversation about why Will has been acting the way he's been acting. Of course, he can't just tell her the truth about Carlton being the real reason why that was the case. But it is what it is. They end up talking, getting more closer to each other. Lisa does mention that she misses them being able to just go out there and vibe and have a good time. And I'm pretty sure Will misses that as well. We know the episode ends off with the two having a kiss or whatever. And it seems like all that stuff that we saw in the last few episodes is done for. And that Lisa and Will are back on good terms. And of course, like I told you guys, Carlton does seem like he's ready to allow this to all be in the past. You know what I'm saying? He can't continue to be stressing over Lisa trying to get with that girl. She don't want to be with you. Just let it go. You need to focus on your health, your mental health, and get yourself together. But the episode did end off well for your boy Will. But what do you guys think, man? What do you think of episode 6? It went down at the mansion. And speaking of mansion, Will and Carlton, they're going to be throwing a house party at this mansion in next week's episode. I cannot wait to see that, man. It's going to be some tension between Uncle Phil, Aunt Viv, and this whole Reed thing. I can't wait to see how that's going to play out as well. But you guys let me know, man. Leave your theories, predictions, everything down below. We're going to continue to get ready for the next upcoming episode. I will be dropping that what to expect video for you guys as soon as they release the trailer for the next episode. But thank you guys for all the love, all the support, and I will catch you guys very, very soon. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.